What's going on, guys? It's Sir Grayson, and today I'm bringing you a series I'm going to be starting on my channel called Nintendo News Tuesday, where every week I bring you guys a Nintendo news for the past 7 days, and the video will be dropped on Tuesday. So let's hop into it. So the first story we're going to be covering today is the confirmation of a Dark Souls port onto the Nintendo Switch. And I fucking love Dark Souls, and I love the Switch! So this works out perfectly. Now, earlier this week, Marcus Sellers, a reviewer, editor, and writer for NintendoSwitch.net, tweeted out that on the 15th of this month, Bandai Namco will be hosting an event where 5 unannounced games will be shown off, and that Nintendo would have a large presence at the event. He then later tweeted that one of the games announced would be a remaster of Dark Souls 1. However, this was somewhat called into question because Marcus later deleted the tweet, but because this is the internet, it was already too late, as people had already screen capped the tweet, which you can see by clicking the Reddit link down in the description below. Although, because of the deletion of the tweet, some people think that this is now just a rumor. I think it's more likely that it probably got deleted because the announcement should have been saved for the event itself, but we'll have to wait a few more days to find out. Now, the next announcement that we're going to be talking about is something people have been waiting for a while now, and that is the announcement of Bayonetta 3 coming to the Nintendo Switch. Although fairly little is known about the project at this point, there is a short trailer you can watch for the game, but I'll warn you, it doesn't really tell you all that much. There is also no confirmed release date for Bayonetta 3, but we do know that it will be a Switch exclusive, and that's about it for right now. But to keep the Bayonetta hype train rolling, it was also announced that both Bayonetta 1 and 2 will be ported onto the Nintendo Switch. Much like Bayonetta 2's original release on the Wii U, Bayonetta 2 will include a full download of the original Bayonetta as well. And all of this is set to launch on February 16th of 2018. But not only that, but Platinum Games also confirmed that there will be some updates to Bayonetta 2, which include amiibo support, video capture, as well as local wireless co-op, so you can play with your friends without needing the net connection. So, moving right along from the Bayonetta hype, we have Breath of the Wild winning Game of the Year award. And did anyone really expect anything else to win? I mean, even if Breath of the Wild wasn't your thing, game made a huge splash when it was released. Very impactful game this year, especially since it launched with the Switch, helping the console soar to new heights on top of the game itself being pretty great. Although, personally, on a side note, I hope in future titles we could see a bit more dungeon crawling. That being said, I'm pretty sure most people kind of expected it to win, but it was still cool to see it actually happen nonetheless. Moving forward into some less game-related Nintendo news, Nintendo also just launched a Super Mario cereal intended to promote the new Super Mario Odyssey game. But as it turns out, this cereal box is not just a cereal box, it's actually an amiibo. That's right, your cereal box is now an amiibo. Nintendo, as of yesterday, launched the ability to use your Nintendo cereal box as an amiibo. Though it doesn't give you all that much, just some coins for you to use or some hearts, it's still worthy of note that you can now have your real life cereal box give you things in a video game. Insanity. Although according to Nintendo Life, this feature is currently only available in the US as a limited edition cereal box. So, if you live in the US, you go out and get yourself some Super Mario cereal, I guess. Now, on to other news. Nintendo also recently announced a port of the Banjo-Kazooie-esque Kickstarter project Yooka-Laylee on the Switch, set to launch on December 14th, so in just a couple days, as a digital-only download. With no yet confirmed physical release date. Additionally, if you helped fund the Kickstarter campaign and requested a copy of the Wii U port, which eventually wound up being cancelled, you can look forward to receiving a free digital code for the Switch version of the game. And while I'm sure the Wii U fans have probably either moved on at this point or played something else by now, free is free, so you might as well grab up your code and run with it. Even more hype news, we'll be seeing the first Game Boy Advance port on the Nintendo Switch, confirmed by Nap's team, that will soon soon, whenever that is, see a port of Giko Kintaro's Revenge on the Switch. And I'm gonna be 100% real. I have never heard of or seen this game in my entire life up until this point, nor do I know how to properly pronounce the name of this game. So if I butchered it and it's not Giko Kintaro, my apologies. But that doesn't mean that there aren't some Giko fans out there somewhere, and it does open the doors for future potential GBA ports onto the console, which is exciting. And to round up today's news, we have what I personally consider to be the best story on this list, which is Ryan Reynolds has been confirmed as the man who is playing the yellow icon himself in the upcoming Detective Pikachu film, currently announced to be released in May of 2019. And I gotta say, if Ryan Reynolds pulls this off, and if this movie is as comically terrible as I expect it to be, I will watch every fucking Ryan Reynolds movie ever made. According to the Hollywood Reporter, the Pikachu role will be motion capture in nature, and that Ryan Reynolds' acting choices with Pikachu will have him being portrayed as a self-styled investigator who is good at finding things. A self-styled investigator who is good at finding... Keep in mind, this is the same guy who's playing Deadpool right now. So, self-styled investigator who is good at finding things. So that's going to be, it looks like, our future Pikachu in the movie coming up in May of next year. So hopefully people are as excited for that as I am, because I'm very excited for that. All I can say is my anticipation for this movie is monumental. So that is this week's Nintendo News Tuesday, my first Nintendo News Tuesday. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you throw a like, subscribe if you want to see next Tuesday's Nintendo News Tuesday, and be sure to let me know in the comments what you were most hyped for in terms of Nintendo announcements. Something in this list, something else. Let me know. Hopefully I'll see you next Tuesday. And hopefully next Tuesday I'll actually have edited clips instead of just Ryan Reynolds' face and Pikachu. Until then, bye-bye.